I'm Zack Denoncourt.
I'm Stephanie Denoncourt. My husband was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes last year.
Basically, they're totally separate diseases that are completely in no way related in how they come about, but they have all the same symptoms, and that's why so many people get confused between type 1 and type 2. So I wind up with a lot of people asking me, isn't there anything you could have done to prevent this, or is there any way that your lifestyle contributed to you getting this disease?
But he actually went to the doctors because he had just a scratch in his throat. So when he went to the doctors, as he was heading out, actually done with his appointment, he mentioned those symptoms to his doctor, and he told him he had type 1 diabetes. It's almost like, oh, don't you need to run more tests to, to confirm that he has diabetes?
Some of the things that are difficult that just really impact me every single day are the number of times I have to prick my fingers, I have to draw blood from my fingers. I do that at least probably 10 times a day, and it gets really frustrating, kind of disheartening when you look at your fingers and you have all these little black spots on them. I mean, really anything that I do, I kind of have to be a lot more careful. Like, I was certified as a scuba diver. I really enjoy that, especially like biking, skiing, all those activities that I just enjoy outdoors, hiking. I constantly have to stop and test my blood sugar. And when we're out with a group of people doing those things, I not only have to stop myself, but the whole group has to stop. And I have to sit there and try and clean my finger out in the woods so that I can draw some blood from my finger.
We can't simply go for a bike ride anymore. We have to have all of his testing with him. We have to make sure we have plenty of snacks to last us. We also have to make sure that we have Gatorade, so that way he can have fast-acting sugar in his system in case he goes really low. And it's frustrating almost every time he does go low or high, he almost feels like a failure. It's hard not to. Sometimes it just seems insurmountable.
We particularly chose to work with the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation because they work specifically with type 1, so there's not that confusion between type 1 and type 2, or they're also doing things to help the children who are diagnosed with this. I feel fortunate in that I was diagnosed at 27. I think not only the research towards finding a cure, but things like that are just amazing that help the children that are diagnosed with this at such a young age.
It's a 105-mile bike ride that we're doing, and so we have, one of the great things that JDRF does is they provide a coach for you. And then we've just met a lot of other people affected by the disease through this fundraising effort.
I'd really appreciate any donations that we can get through this, and it would be wonderful. Some of the people who have already donated, I really appreciate when they've put our link on their Facebook pages and send it out via email to their friends.
It's been truly touching just to see all of our friends, family, even people that we don't know, reaching out and helping us. So really appreciate it, and if you wouldn't mind, please just sharing this video, sharing our story, because we really, this cause obviously touches us deeply, and the more funds we can raise, the quicker we can find a cure.